Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever been stuck on a page that says checking your browser before accessing ... double quotes or seen that endless verifying you are human loop, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the Cloudflare challenge, and while it's great for website security, it can sometimes be a real headache when it gets stuck. So today, I am going to walk you through a complete guide on how to fix this issue and get you browsing smoothly again. We'll cover everything from the quick and easy fixes to the more advanced solutions. Stick around, because by the end of this video, that frustrating loading screen will be a thing of the past. First things first, let's start with the simplest solutions. Sometimes the problem is just a temporary glitch. The number one thing to try is a simple page refresh. Just hit that refresh button or press F5 on your keyboard. If that doesn't work, the next step is to clear your browser's cache and cookies. Over time, this data can get corrupted and cause issues with how websites load. Go into your browser settings, find the Privacy and Security section, and look for the option to clear browsing data. Make sure you select cookies and cached images and files, then clear them out. Once you've done that, restart your browser completely and try accessing the site again. For many people, this simple step is all it takes to resolve the problem. Alright, so you've tried refreshing and clearing your cache, but you're still stuck. Let's move on to some network-related checks. A common culprit is your internet connection itself. Try restarting your Wi-Fi router. Just unplug it from the power, wait about 30 seconds, and then plug it back in. This can reset your connection and your IP address, which might be what Cloudflare is flagging. Another thing to check is if you're using a VPN or a proxy service. While VPNs are great for privacy, they can sometimes trigger security checks because many users share the same IP address. Try temporarily disabling your VPN or proxy and see if that lets you through. If it does, you might need to connect to a different server on your VPN or consider a different VPN provider if this happens frequently. Now, let's look at your browser settings and extensions. An outdated browser can cause all sorts of compatibility problems. Make sure your browser, whether it's Chrome, Firefox, Edge, or Safari, is updated to the latest version. Usually, you can check for updates in the About section of your browser's settings. Another huge factor can be your browser extensions, especially ad blockers or privacy-focused add-ons. These extensions can sometimes interfere with the JavaScript that Cloudflare uses to verify your browser. Try disabling your extensions one by one to see if you can identify the one causing the issue. A quicker way to test this is to open an incognito or private browsing window, which usually runs without extensions, and try to access the website from there. If it works, you know an extension is the problem. If you've tried everything so far and are still facing that challenge screen, we have a few more advanced tricks up our sleeve. One thing to check is your computer's date and time. It sounds strange, but if your system's clock is not synchronized correctly, it can cause authentication errors with secure websites. Make sure your date, time, and time zone are set to update automatically. Another potential solution is to change your DNS server. By default, you're probably using the DNS server provided by your internet service provider. Switching to a public DNS server like Google's at 8.8. 8.8 or Cloudflare's own at 1.1. 1.1 can sometimes resolve these connectivity issues and even speed up your browsing. You can find tutorials online for how to change your DNS settings on both Windows and Mac. So, to quickly recap, start with a simple refresh, then clear your cache and cookies. If that fails, restart your router and try disabling any VPN or proxy. Next, ensure your browser is up to date and test for problematic extensions using an incognito window. Finally, check that your system's date and time are correct and consider switching to a public DNS server. Following these steps should help you bypass that stuck Cloudflare challenge page 99% of the time. It's all about troubleshooting systematically, from the easiest fix to the more technical one. I hope this guide was helpful and saves you some frustration in the future. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more tech tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.